Here we go. We are live. Yay! Hi everyone. Welcome to Game Latte. This is Cindy. I am trying to do a quick video blog live from my Twitch TV, which is at /CindyLM. So if you're around, come and hop on and chat with me if you can. All right. So what made this come about today is just got an email. It's actually kind of old news since yesterday, I believe. But just got this email today because I've been busy, so I just got around to it. Anyway, it was from the saga of Ryzom, or just Ryzom as it's called now, and telling me that my characters that I've played with, all my characters, are going to be deleted because they're transferring, well, they're merging all the servers into one server. Basically, what's been happening, or from what I can understand so far anyway, is the saga of Ryzom, like a lot of video games out there, a lot of MMOs, are having financial difficulty. This is nothing new to Ryzom. Ryzom's been on the up and down financially for a very long time, since the first launched 8 years ago, really. And so problems in that area is not something that's shocking when it comes to Ryzom. However, it seems to be very serious now because they've gone to the extreme where they're actually going to, you know, reset everything. Everything is going to be reset. The world of Addis is this big reset button is going to be hit, and I don't know. It really came as a shock to me. I don't have a whole lot of attachment to my characters or my progression in Ryzom because I only played a bit. However, I can, if let's say the same thing were to happen to my Final Fantasy 11 character or my Final Fantasy 14 character that I've been playing with for 2 years. I already have a hard time starting a new character in that game to begin with because of everything that I've already accomplished in my launch character. I don't want to have to do everything all over again, and there's some things certain achievements that you can't get again. So, even if I could get all of it again, it's such a huge undertaking. And the second time you go through the same thing is never the same as the first time. When you first go through something, and then when you can look back and see your progression you've had with the character, it's really nice to remember the sensations, the feelings that you had when those things happened, how you got that piece of gear, how you got that trophy, or whatever, that mount, or what you did in your house, all those kinds of things. And, if you have to do it all over again from zero, it's just, you're not going to get those memories back because it's going to give me a whole new thing. And I just think it's kind of heartbreaking for some people anyway. So anyway, I was very shocked. So I wanted to see what you guys thought. If let's say your EverQuest or your whatever is your main game, what's the game that's been out for a long time? City of Heroes is closing now. Would it have been better for City of Heroes, let's say, to put everybody on the same server, reset a reset button, and then have everyone start all over again? I don't think for City Heroes it might be that big a deal because Ryzom is unique in the way that it's a sandbox. So what you've built with your character is really very personal. Anyway, not that City of Heroes isn't, but City of Heroes to me is more of a gamey game where you just kind of go through tiers, and so to me, it feels a little different, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it would be disheartening for people to be forced to start all over again, or to do something new, or to just wipe clean, all the years that they've spent in that game with their friends, with the people they've met along the way, whether they still talk to them or not. It's just it's a very interesting conundrum anyway, is what I thought. So I want to see what you guys thought. Anyway, and yeah, I've never really wanted to go back to the saga of Ryzom because I think my time there is done. But I might check it out again now just to see what's happening in game. But if I go to the official forums and see what the replies, there a majority of replies were kind of shocked and angry. There was a lot of angry people there, that veterans, people that have been playing for years, that just they don't want to see all of their, not just work, but their experiences basically deleted forever. you know, and having the option to start over. I don't know, it's just, it kind of blows my mind a little bit that a game would be forced to do that in order to stay alive. You know, so, you know, what do you think? Would you still play a game where everything was wiped and you had to start over from fresh, from the beginning? Would you see it as a new thing, as a new beginning? Oh, awesome! You know, I get to do this all over again, fresh start, wipe the slate clean. Let's do it again. Or would you find it kind of heartbreaking that you will lose everything? And it's not really data bits that I'm talking about. I think what people get really upset about is those experiences I was bringing up. So anyway, that's the question of the hour. Or would you rather, you know, see the game shut down? Or I mean, it's a difficult call. I don't want anyone to lose their job. I mean, some people I think are going to lose their job. They said that they were going to cut back on personnel. So, but it's that either that or everybody loses their jobs. So, but I don't understand why they couldn't just do a merge and just have people rename their characters. I mean, we've seen that happen in other games. Why, you know, maybe it's because of the server structure. I haven't read Bo Heineman has an article on Massively where he's detailed everything and he asked a lot of really good questions. I haven't really taken the time before this video blog to read through the whole thing, but you can definitely check that out for more information. I will go through it later on when I have a little bit more time. We might be talking about this on Gamer Hangout on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. See if anybody's hi Pizza Roll. See if somebody's in the chat. Anyway, so yeah, enough about that. The other thing I wanted to bring up was I was going to show you something on Steam that caught my eye the other day. I hadn't been on Steam in a while. I'm not sure when this came about, but there's this new thing called Steam Greenlight. Help pick the next games on Steam. Browse through the entries here and rate up the games you want to see available via Steam. So, okay, before I talk anymore, let's just show you guys what I'm saying. Here we go. There you go. Now you can see. Yay! I love streaming. Well, I love this whole what is this called that I'm using? Streaming live with. Okay, I'm having a total blank. What is this that I'm using? Anyway, I'm using this program that's just awesome for streaming. But so this is it. So I've voted for a few games already. You can see them here. Remember Souls. I like the puzzles and very atmospheric adventures. So this is what I got going. Dream. But you know, you can go through collections. You can go through your queue. What's my queue? Anyway, so you can go through this game, and if you find that it's a cool game you'd like to try out, you think it's worthy of being on Steam, you can give it a like, just like on Facebook. You know, like this game. So let's say, for example, what's a game that looks kind of cool here? Oh, what the hell? This looks like the same page that I had before. It is the same page. Okay. PC Gamer Greenlight Collection. Okay, so there's collections that people have done that you can look through. You know, maybe your friends have made a collection, so you want to go through that, see if you agree. If you want to also give thumbs up, that's pretty awesome. I mean, I think this is great. So you can actually have an input on the types of games that will come to Steam next. So a lot of these, you know, indie games and all that, so cool. About Greenlight, so there you go. That tells you, you know, why they started this. Alright. Okay, I just want to show you guys how you like a game. So Slender was a Slender Source. Slender Source is based off the legend of the Slender Man, which is a mythical creature often depicted as a tall, thin figure wearing a black suit and a blank face. Players must work together to collect a certain amount of creepy dolls. Really, I don't like creepy dolls. Seriously, okay, let's go to. I like RPGs, so let's go to RPGs. There's only 3. Really? Okay, let's go to pending. What? There was a whole bunch last time I was here. Alright, most recent. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Get rich, or looks a lot like GTA. So weird. 12 Sky 2. Nice. Okay, I don't see anything that I would vote for here. I'm trying to go through this fast too, so you guys aren't getting bored watching me. XSplit. Yes, thank you massively. You don't have any caffeine on you, Master Brady? That's okay. You can still watch. No problem. Memory of Soul, I've already thumbs up. War Spear. See, this looks cool. Alright, so you click on it, and it takes you to the game page, and you can see some screenshots. You can see a video if there's one available. And there you go. 3.0 very long. Awesome. Alright. So then you go. You can see, you can post comments if you want, if you've already played it. Give your input if you or just looks interesting. No thanks, not interested, or yes. Would you play this game if it were available on Steam? There you go. And then you can go to the next game and the next game, and you just, give your thumbs up to the games you'd like to see. It's pretty freaking awesome. Anyway, enough of that. Next on the list on Game Latte, I had a question from someone on my last video. Let me pull it up here. There's just generic questions which I thought I would answer on my vlog instead of just answering in the comment box. So this is from, I'm going to totally butcher this username, I'm sorry. Kimuch, 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 I'm not sure. Okay. You wanted to ask about me. I'd love to know about your gaming. What got you into it? What started your gaming passion? I've always been a gamer. I've always wanted to play video games since I was a little girl. I didn't really get around to it a whole lot, just because, I don't know. It wasn't something my family really supported. So my first game that I bought myself was Myst. So when I was, I don't know, in my late teens at that point, and it was, went on my really old computer, and it was a blast. I loved it. Actually, no, my very first game was Mario Brothers, like most people, Duck Hunt, that kind of stuff. And then I played some stuff on the N64. I can't even really remember some fighting games and some psychedelic. There's one game I really loved. I can't remember the name. It was some psychedelic puzzle game, but it was like also a shooter game and like those little pew pew pew. Anyway, it was awesome. And but I really got hardcore into gaming. I think when I was an adult, when I got into MMOs. Actually, when I was 19, I moved out with a bunch of people, and two of them were big into Final Fantasy, and they bought Final Fantasy 8, which had just come out, and I completely fell in love with it. And then when I moved out from that place, I had to buy my own PlayStation, and then I went crazy with the whole Final Fantasy and JRPGs in general. So that's kind of really where I got started, was for JRPGs myself. And then I went into MMOs later on with City of Heroes, then Guild Wars, and then, this is where I am now. Okay, what else? Your family, does my husband game? He games a little bit. He used to be big into World of Warcraft, not World of Warcraft. I'm sorry, take that back. Warcraft, just before the world. So, and then he used to play with his friend in college and all that. The original Warcrafts, and I loved that game. Actually, when we moved in together, I played Warcraft 3. I think it was the Warcraft 2. I think it was 2, and I loved it. I thought it was just awesome. We also played You Don't Know Jack and that kind of stuff together. But he's not, I don't think he's as big of a gamer as I am, especially now. He's really toned it down. He will play things like Civilization and FIFA and that kind of stuff. But as far as fantasy RPG gaming or MMOs, not really. No, he keeps to a different kind, and he doesn't play nearly as much as I do at all. Okay. Do y'all team up in MMOs? No, we did. We played City of Heroes together. We played Lord of the Rings Online together. We played a little bit of Ion. Oh, we played Guild Wars together. Ion was the last we came to play together, and then I think he kind of, I don't know, he just decided that MMOs weren't for him, so he doesn't play them now. And lastly, where in the world are you located? I cannot place your accent. Well, I am in Canada, northern Canada, in British Columbia, and I live near the Alaska Highway, so I'm between the southern part of British Columbia and Alaska, so there you go. I'm pretty far up north, and but I'm originally from Quebec, from the east, so this is where my accent comes from. Je parle en français, c'est ma première langue. So French is my first language. So there you go. That's where my weird talking comes from, and why I can't pronounce names sometimes or words, even to this day, even though I first learned English when I was 11. And I used to speak so well in English that I actually started to slip up on my French. When I was 15, I had a very thick English accent in French, and then I went to live with my mother in Montreal for a year, and that was enough to just to form the way that I speak forever. And now I speak both languages fluently, very well with the accents and all, but in English, for some reason, there's always this back accent that I can't get rid of no matter what I do. So that's what happens when you learn different languages as children. You can kind of flawlessly go between them if you keep all of them up at the same level. So make sure you don't not one overtakes another. Anyway, but as you become an adult, it becomes more and more difficult for your, I don't know, you to remember different accents or dialects, stuff like that. So learning different languages as an adult is totally possible, but it's a lot more difficult. So anyway, there you go. That's about me. So let me know below in the comments, in the chat room. Let me check the chat room again. There you go. So uh, see what you think. Would you start a brand new character all over again if your favorite game, whatever game it was, or was going to just wipe all of your character data and just ask you to, we're going to have this brand new awesome server, everybody's going to be on it, you're just going to have to start all over again? Um, would you be in a rage? Would you be happy about it? Would you be excited? Would this be something that's, wow, a new beginning, awesome? Or, or you're just kind of like, whatever. Let me know. Alright, this is all for Game Latte. See you later.